Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to do a mini build that came with the latest edition of Discover Lego Technic Magazine. And as you can see, it's a little submarine. So yeah, it's got 70 pieces and looks pretty cool. And because it's Technic, it should, like I say, you twiddle that and the propellers go around, so it's got some mechanical action. So, let's get my tray out. And as always, the instructions for the model are in the magazine. So, let's go. Oops, a bit caught on the end of the bag. Is that all of them? Yep. So, hashtag unintentional ASMR. Right, so what do we start with? We start with one of these bars with holes all the way around. So we put a black double peg in that side, and then we've got a blue triple peg, and we put that in the middle, but making sure that the double bit's sticking out. And then we put one of them over the top, and then another one of those further sticking out. And then, so another one of these, but we put it facing the other way this time. So that goes like that. And then another blue pin there. Oh, whoops. And then there we go. And then another little black double pin. Yeah. And then what we do, we build this little bit. So what's this? This is okay. So we've got one of these. Double pin with a hole in the middle. And a right angle crosshatch with a hole in the middle. And that goes on the top like that, does it? Yeah. And then we got one of these. So that goes like that, I presume, yeah? And then another one of those goes in there. And then we got one of these fin pieces, so how does that go? No? So what's... how does this fit on? Like that? Right, yeah, that's right. So, and then we put No, not another one of them, one of these. So a crosshatch with a double plug. And then that goes under there, yeah? I think that matches that. And then that goes let's have a look. Okay, so that goes in, and then that goes in there like that, does it? Okay. And then I've got a crosshatch receiver with a double plug. And that supposedly goes on there. There we go. Right, so put that one to one side and we start something fresh. So you got another one of these. And double crosshatch receiver with a hole in the middle. So another one of those the other side. And then so and one and there. And then we have one of these pins through here, yeah. And bar over the end. And then another one of those on the other side. And then two cogs on. Oh, whoops. Excuse me. So I've got to hold those two in with the cogs. And then we have the third cog, but with yellow crosshatch. And then that sits in the middle and connects them up. Yeah, love some mechanical action. Right, so we put the other cogs on the other side. A different kind of cog compared to that. So that goes the other side of there. Then we put those on there. Yeah, and then we put the propellers on. Ooh. Nice. So, do they have oh, okay. So, how does that connect on? So that goes on. That goes on like that, does it? so that's firmer. So then we've got another one of these. Plug on the top. Bar through the middle. Then another cog. And then a bar on the top. And then apparently that connects to there. Oh, whoops. So that's how we get the connection between the cogs so that the propellers move. Right, now onto the other side to fill in this part of the frame. So take the right angled crosshatch with the hole again. We put that underneath. And that, that there. With the other one of them. Then the other side piece, so that goes on there. Then, yep, that in there. And then that should connect onto the other side. With the bar underneath, obviously. So, right, so, yep, and that connects onto this side. Right, and then yeah, so that pops in there and holds that in place like that. Yep, so it's all solid now. Then what do we do now? So we've got these people, right, so they're crosshatch. And then the other side, so we've got a little T-bar frame. Then we connect so they go underneath like that. And then where does that go? That sits. Okay, does that sit on the top like that? Or does it go all the way through? Yeah, I think, yeah, there we go. And then we've got little engine pods, I think, maybe, or floats. I don't know. Right, so we put them in the side. think I've put that in wrong. Ooh, whoops. Put that in the wrong way, so it needs to face out. Right. So we put that back in. Right, so that's now facing the right way outside. So we put those on like that on the side. Put this back in anyway. There we go. Back to normal. Right, and then put that one on that side. And then, so what's that bit? Okay. So we've got these look unique. Kind of looks like a key. So we put red plugs in there. And that little cover. And I'll put these little grabby bits in. Right, and then that sits on the top of there like that. And then you're able to put the little canopy on. Hey, there we go. That forms the front of the canopy. But if you want to put this in the comments, would you say that this is a submarine or a submersible? I don't think it's big enough looking to be a submarine. I think it's a submersible. Let me know if you disagree. So, right, last couple of bits. So, got these little bits, so they go on like that. And they've got the little grabby bits on the end. And they make the arms. I missed a bit. Seems to be a spare left over. I don't know if that's... I've missed a bit. No, I don't think so. Right. And it even came with a little fish that kind of looks like the babble fish from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, with the open mouth at the end. Well, that's really cute. It's nice of them to include that. Oh. There we go. And there we go. Issue 10, £5.99. So I don't think it's that bad. You know, it's pretty good value. As usually, if you buy one of the other Lego magazines and it's only got a minifig, that's usually a £4.99. So to get a Technic model that's got a mechanical function, you know, like I said, it's got, what was it, 70 pieces. So yeah, not bad. Definitely worth the £5.99. But yeah, there's the propellers going around. Simple but effective. And obviously there's not enough space in there to put a minifig, but you're not supposed to really, it's Technic. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But still, I would argue that this is a submersible, not a submarine. But yeah, more videos to come in the near future, especially the first haul. I got 5 new sets. Hoping that I can get the DeLorean soon. But yes. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.